Today is the 23rd of April 2024, and this will be our second video on Surds, Surds. Thank you everyone to all my subscribers. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, if you've not considered it already and you like our platform, please subscribe. And those of you who have subscribed, please share. Okay, like, follow us as well if you have not followed us. Okay, and give us nice comment. I will appreciate it a lot. And if the account is not yours, ask permission from the account holder. Okay, or ask somebody to help you open your account. Okay, and use that to subscribe or follow. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, you normally see in the comment section, please follow my notes/scripts. Okay, for instance, that one here. Okay, you need to be following the notes. Okay, because if here I say 75, that is 25. Half of 50 is 25. Okay, but assuming you hear something else apart from 25, go by the notes. Please beware of scammers. Okay, please beware. Take care of yourself online. Okay, a lot of scamming techniques. Don't give your money to anybody asking you under this platform that the donation for charity amputees, seriously ill people, whatever they come up with. Okay, or their child is sick. Okay, you don't have a proof, you can't see from their end. Okay, so please be very careful. Okay, if they have a sick child, there are people around them who can help. You cannot see the situation. So if you are sending money, for all you know, it's pictures taken years ago that they are showing to you. Maybe the person has even gotten well. Okay, there are pictures I see that I've seen them like 10 years ago and they still show up in some of the adverts we have. Okay, and I ask myself, where is even the person that was being used to fill? I've been seeing that advert for more than 10 years. Okay, so the child has definitely grown. The child is not that child you see in the adverts. It's just something they've repeated for all these years and they are still using the same thing. Okay, if you want to show a advert for charity, I think every 3 months you should we show something else. Okay, so that we know that it's caring. But you can't keep on showing the same advert and expect people to be donating. Okay, that is not right. So beware of scammers. Okay, we introduced sets last lesson. Okay, so go and watch the video. It's very important. It will help you. Okay, watch it for your recap. Okay, now the starter, I'm going to give you another set of circles here. So let's look at this diagram. All the diagrams here are not to scale. Okay, so we know here is 210. Okay, now angle at the point is 360. So if this is 210, then that will be 150. Okay, now if that is 210, angle at the center, this one here, the angle here now will be half of this angle. So half of 210 now will give you 105. So x is 105. Okay, so that is basically what I've said here. Okay, from this diagram. And this is also a cyclic quadrilateral. That means you have 4 points. No, this is not a cyclic quadrilateral. Okay, but you have 3 points on the circumference, and then you have this. So you use the angle at the center and the angle at the circumference, which will be half of that. Another example, now you have two tangents, okay, and the circle theorem says it has equal length, and at the tangents it makes 90 degrees. Now we know this angle is 50, so equal length means that is 25 and that is 25. That would be 90. Okay, so 90 plus 25 will give us 115 here. Okay, 180 minus 115, this will be 65. So since this also make a tangent, that will be 65. If I want the whole of the angle at P, that will be 50. Okay, so they are asking us to find PQR. Yeah, PQ. So P Q O. This angle here is 65. Okay, and that angle will also be 65 because the tangents, okay, and the angles are equal there, and that is my solution here. Okay, circle theorem as well. Okay, we have like 8 or 9 theorems. I'll give it to you in the introduction, so please go and have a look at it. Now, example, all these diagrams are not to scale. Okay, so this one here, we are supposed to find ABC. Okay, A, B, C. This angle here. Okay, this is the angle at the tangent, and this angle is 65. This outer angle here, 65, should be equal to the angle at B here. That is also one of the theorem. Okay, so this is my diagram, not to scale. This angle here will be equal to this angle there. So this angle ABC is also 65 degrees. So the more you solve this question, the easier it becomes. Okay. Now, yesterday I introduced you to rule 1 and rule 2. Okay, of sets. Go and have a good look at them. We are going to apply them today to look at how we solve some of the set questions. Example, simple set simplification. So if you are simplifying a single set, how do you go about it? The trick here is, for instance, if you have this square root of 100, you should reduce it to a smaller number. The number under the square root should become smaller. Okay, so if I'm asking you, you see, simplify or solve the square root of 75. Okay, now we can break this down. The square root of 7 with the rule that we learned yesterday. Okay, the square root of 75. 75 is the same as 25 times 5 times 3, sorry. So you can write it as the square root of 25 times the square root of 3. Okay, now the root of 25 is 5 root 3. So we have 5 root 3. The reverse is also true. Okay, now the second one, simplify the root of 50. Now the root of 50 can be written as the root 25 times 5. So the root of 25, no, 25 times 2, sorry. So the root of 25 times the root of 2. Okay, I wanted to say 50 can be written as 10 times 5. But if you do the root of 10 and the root of 5, you can still simplify. So if we go for the root of 25, we know the root of 25 is 5. Okay, because we want to reduce what is under this square root sign as small as possible. So root of 25 will give us 5 and then root 5. So root 50 becomes 5 root 2. Sorry, root 2, because 25 times 2. So it's 5 root 2. Okay, the first one is 5 root 3. Root of 75 becomes 5 root 3. Okay, please follow my notes. Simplification. Simplify root of 45. Here again, 45 is the same as 9 times 5. Okay, so root of 45 can be written as the root of 9 times the root of 5. Root of 9 becomes 3 root 5. So instead of writing root 45, we've reduced a larger number under the square root to a small number, which is 3 root 5. Okay. So that is how you look at the simplification of sets. Okay. I think I have one more example. The root of 90. So here, 90 can be written as 9 times 10. So the root of 90, you can write it as root of 9 times root of 10. Okay? Root of 9 is 3 root 10. So root 90, you can write it as 3 root 10. Okay? Now, we want to look at multiplying more than one set. So what we've been doing earlier, root 90, we are simplifying it we are simplifying that to a smaller number under the square root, that is just one set. So what if you have more than two sets multiplying? Okay, that is another case. That is our second one. Look at the set on its own. So the two sets or the three sets or the four sets, look at the individual sets, and then you start thinking about your times table. How do I solve this to reduce the sets, and then you multiply together? Okay, split the numbers under the square root. Okay, so with your times table is important instead. So split the number under the square root. Then you use this rule that we saw yesterday. Square root of A times square root of b will be equal to square root of a times b, to simplify. Okay. Then after that, you separate the whole numbers, put them together, and then you separate the sets, put them together. So I'm going to show you an example. Solve root of 90 times root of 20. Okay, we've already done root of 90. We said 90 can be written as 9 times 10, the square root. So root of 9 is 3, and then we have 10. So we have 90, root of 90 to become 3 root 10. Okay, now root of 20. 20 can be written as root of 4, okay, times root of 5. Root of 4 is 2. So our answer will be 2 root 5. Okay, now we bring each of them together. So root of 90 times root of 20, we can write it as root of 10 times root of 5. Okay, now 3 times 2 will be 6. Root of 10 times root of 5 will be 50. Okay, now 50 here, we can write it as root of 25 times 2. Now 6 times root of 25 and then root 2. So 6 root 50 becomes 6 root of 25 root 2. Root of 25 is 5, and then we have root 2. So 5 times 6 is 30 now. Okay, so we have 30 root 2. So the whole of root 90 times root of 20 can be written as 30 root 2. Okay. This kind of things, at times, it's good to give it a little by little. Okay, so we are going to look at the last example for today, and then I'll let you go and think about it, and then I'll introduce more examples, how to solve other sets questions, and then like we did in circle theorem, after we understand that, we bring all together, and then we'll solve more questions under sets. If I get any more questions like I'm getting with the circle theorem, I'll after we finish it, then I'll bring it to the starter. Okay, if it's exam questions, I'll solve them for you in the possible exam questions. Is that okay? Now simplify root 75 times root 15. Immediately you see simplify, it means you should make the number under the square root smaller. Now let's look at root 75 first. Root 75 can be written as root of 25 times root of 3. Now, root of 25 is 5 root 3. Now, these questions normally come in the non-calculator paper because you might end up leaving your answer in sets, okay, or cancelling out. So, it's possible it will come in the non-calculator paper than in the calculator paper. Root of 15 can be written as root of 5 times root of 3. Root of 5, root of 3. Okay, so you have here root of 5, root of 3. So if I want to bring both together, now root 75 times root 15. 75 we know is 5 root 3 times root of 5 root of 3. Okay, now this root 3 and the root 3 becomes 3 from the rule we learned yesterday. So 5 times 3, okay, will be 15 root 5. Okay, so here Our answer is 15 root 5. So root 75 times root 15 will become 15 root 5. Okay, so these are some of the sets I have for you today. I wanted to add another one, but I didn't want to confuse you. So go and look at the sample I've given you, okay? And look at yesterday's intro that we did, okay? And look at the sample, okay? And try and copy it out, break it down, or watch the video, break it down, go back and watch the video again, okay? And then make sure you understand it. You need a good knowledge of your times table if you are doing sets. At least by now you have seen that. Okay. Please, if you've not subscribed already, I appreciate you subscribe. Okay. Um, and then if you subscribe, share. Okay, it's a good thing. Even if you've passed your exam, share. Okay, share and let other people also enjoy the platform. Okay, like, follow us, give us a nice comment. Okay, please, if this topic is important and other videos, follow my note/script. Okay, and take care of yourself online. Don't be scammed. Okay, thank you very much for watching today's video with me, and I'll see you in the next.